Do, do, do. Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're having a super fantastic, sparkling start to Winning Wednesday. Yes, that day of the week we celebrate the wins. We have the wins, but we celebrate the wins from during the week as well as the wins that we have today. We should be celebrating them every day because they make you feel good. They help you keep you moving forward. They give you the greatest joy, and so what I want you to do is I want you to put into the comments below the wins that you have had this week that you are celebrating. And you should be celebrating every single win because every win you have gets you one step closer to that goal. And if you have achieved your goal, that's a massive win, and we need a massive celebration for that. So last night I got the privilege of talking with a gentleman last night, and we were supposed to be on a 1 hour call, and we ended up talking for almost 3 hours. It was a very surreal experience. It was all business talk. Yes, there was a little bit of personal talk, and then giving each other our stories. Um, and there was some big aha moments during that time. But one of them was sort of like, I've really got to think on this one because it hit me so out of the blue that I was just sort of like, oh, that explains why that's happening, huh? Because I have always been of the belief that everything that happens to you in life is for a reason. You go through certain events in life for a reason. It helps you develop you into the person that you are. You get to go through challenges and overcome those challenges. And challenges are designed to make you stretch and grow. It gets you outside of that comfort zone and helps you become stronger in your spirit, stronger in yourself, and gives you and can give you confidence. Some experiences will go the other route, but it's up to you to choose which way you want to go. And I know there are experiences out there that make you go sort of like into a little shell. I have done that. I am guilty of it. Well, actually, no, I'm not guilty of it. I have done it. But then going back into that shell, something else has come along that has broken that shell open and forced me out of that shell that I was in. And it was very interesting talking um, last night in the fact that it was kind of eerie in a way because I'd be sitting there and he'd be talking and I would start thinking about something, and something he said would trigger a thought in my head, and the next thing I knew, my thought in my head was coming out of his mouth. And it was the most like, is this really happening moment? And it's like he was inside my head and he could see my thoughts. It was um sorry, something in my eye. Um it was just it was those 3 hours, those almost 3 hours that we were on the Zoom call together did not feel like 3 hours. There was sun shining when we started talking. It was dark when we finished. And Zephy had started pacing, so it was sort of like, okay, we have to go. Um, but it was a very surreal experience. Um, and okay, something on my eyelash. It's digging into my eye. I'm sorry. It's very distracting. All right. Um, but it was just a very surreal moment. But there were a lot of aha moments during this, and it was a very awakening thing. So I consider that conversation a huge win, because for me personally, there's a lot of questions that I've had going on, things I've been trying to sort out, what do I do about this, that, and the other thing. And a lot of it became very crystal clear last night. And a lot of it made me sit back and go, huh. And like as I was telling him, what was I telling him about? We were talking about stress levels. And I was talking about the fact that when we lived in the house in Solana Beach, I said I couldn't wait to get out of that house. I said, we'd had a lot of stuff happen in that house. Brad had passed in that house, and I guess that's why I wanted to get out. One of the reasons I wanted to get out of it. But I said, I wanted to get out of that house because of the stress. And as soon as I got out of the house and I started living in the RV, I said that stress just melted away. And all of a sudden in my head, it's sort of like, and why are you trying to buy another home? And I'm like, wait, what? And I was sort of like, oh. It was just one of those moments. It's sort of like, why are you looking to buy a home base? And I was sort of like, huh. And then I started looking around Sparkles, and I was like, this is my home. This is my home. Maybe I could find somewhere to park it a little semi-permanently instead of looking for an actual a place to buy. But so now it's opening up this whole question of well, if I don't go and purchase a place to buy now, maybe the timing is not right now to do that. Maybe there's something else I need to be doing, and that's why it's why I'm excited about looking for a place, but not overly excited and like I can't wait to get into a place. So it's sort of like a real aha moment. Like when I was getting ready to move into the RV, I was stressing out because I couldn't find an RV. But then I calmed myself down and said, the right RV will come along when it comes along. It's like, yeah, but how long is that going to take? So it's working through that process, and that's part of having that winning mindset is that you know what you want to do, how you're going to get there, and what steps you're going to take along the way is what's going to lead you to that ultimate goal that you want to win. So it's a whole process thing. So I've got pages of notes. We actually recorded the call, so we can sit back later on and take notes. Go back in and take, because there was some really good stuff that was said that I didn't get written down because I was so present in the moment, and then there was other stuff that's sort of like I got to write that down. But there was stuff that was sort of like you were so in the moment, in that mindset where nothing else mattered. You weren't registering anything around you. That's what this entire call was basically like. It was almost 3 hours. It did not feel like we had been talking for 3 hours, but it was a really, really good conversation. And so I encourage you, go out today. If there's something you're struggling with, find a really good confidant, a really good friend or mentor, somebody whose opinion you value, and go and bounce an idea off them. Say, hey, look, I'm really struggling with this. And sometimes just talking it out with somebody will help. I journal a lot. I've been journaling on a daily basis recently. This whole year so far, last year it was like journaling in spits and sparts, but this year I have journaled every day so far this year. I started on the 1st of January, and it's now the 21st of April, and I've been journaling every day so far this year. It is part of my morning routine. And to me, that is a huge win, the fact that I'm sitting down and journaling every day, because I wanted to get back into the habit of writing daily. And okay, it's in a journal. That's a step in the right direction towards getting there. And we even came up with some book ideas, and excuse me, um, it wasn't planned, but we ended up with a whole business plan by the end of the call. It was a mind-blowing call. So I am celebrating that win today, that I got to meet a really great person last night who I'd met at a networking event at Networking Riches over the weekend. We got together to see if there's a way that we could work together, have a collaboration, that sort of stuff, and ended up with this mind-blowing phone call. And then tonight I get to meet with somebody else who I met at the Networking Riches. Again, collaboration. I'm all about collaboration. If there's a way that I can connect two people together for a business reason, or if there is a way I can find a way for their business and our business to work synergistically together, that is a good win. So there may be that coming tonight, because what the person I'm meeting with tonight, what the product that they have, it goes like this with genealogy. It is massive. Genealogy and this business go like this. Like they are locked in. So it's going to be a very exciting. So I'm coming off the high of last night's call, still hyped up about it, got a little bit of sleep, kept dreaming about it, thinking about it. I was listening to Mark Victor Hansen and Jack Canfield as I was out walking today, because I'm going back through the Aladdin Factor again. And all I could think about was this conversation I had last night. It's still on my brain. So thankfully I have an accountability call at 9 o'clock, so I can just go to my accountability partner, and she'll put me in the right headspace. She will, because she's awesome like that. So anyway, I have to fly. I got another call I got to get on to. Have a super fantastic Sparkling Winning Wednesday. Let us know in the comments below what your wins are, so we can help celebrate with you, because I love celebrating people's wins. It means that they're moving forward. It means they're going places, even if it's just something like the fact that you've decided to change your lifestyle, and you struggled through the first day, but guess what? That is a win, because you got through the first day. And sometimes it's just taking one step at a time, one day at a time, one moment at a time. And sometimes it's just half a shuffle step forward. Instead of a full step, it's half a shuffle step. But any forward momentum in your goals, in your life plans and all that, that is a win. Celebrate it. Have a super fantastic sparkling day, and we'll catch you guys around 12:15 for genealogy and history. He konera.